Alright, this is a retake on my Penn State Punishment video. Apparently the audio dropped out just shortly after I began the video. So I just wanted to I'll just share my thoughts on that. It's not exactly the most how, important issue of the day, but um, you know, that evil SOB Sandusky, he's been tried and convicted. Um, which is good. Paterno is now answering to his maker. Um, the just the horrible acts that went on. Um, I can understand people wanting something to be done, but here's the question: what needs to be done? The people who swept this under the rug are being prosecuted and convicted or have passed away. Um, the NCAA passed down some pretty harsh rules, which I disagree with, and I'll get into that. Um, I can understand, even though you did away with the people who allowed this predator to just roam that campus and just ruin as many lives as he did. I understand all those years the campus, it profited, from the sports department where Sandusky was involved in. They made a lot of money by keeping this, from everybody. But my understanding is law enforcement back when this originally happened, back in I think it was '98 or '99. I may not be 100% right on this. They investigated this as well and did not come up with anything substantial enough to bring charges. Now, if this is where it all stemmed, I don't know. Wouldn't law enforcement or the investigators wouldn't there be some liability there, some culpability? Maybe someone who did the investigating should be looked into. My understanding was a district attorney or an assistant district attorney was murdered that was looking into this case. Don't know what happened there. But it seems to me, though, moving on to the punishment phase, the NCAA fining the college $60 million and I believe an additional $13 million in TV rights, as well as losing a number of scholarships each year. Now, here's where I've got a problem with it. The football players, the athletes, the cheerleaders, the students that are attending Penn State, they have absolutely nothing wrong, or have done nothing wrong. They're being penalized because of the actions of staff and administration that have been, arrested, fired, imprisoned, whatever. So why are they seeking to punish the students and the athletes? Why should football players who are new to the program or, deeply involved in the program, why should they be punished? They weren't part of it. They did nothing wrong. I disagree with the NCAA. Furthermore, that town, which revolves around Penn State, is going to be adversely affected. Now, but on the flip side, I do understand someone has got to. People's lives were affected, and I've never had that happen to me. I don't know what the long-term damage is. Is there going to be counseling? But I don't know. Are some of these people pretty messed up in the head that they don't function properly in life? I don't know. What I do know is that Penn State does have, as of September of 2011, $1.8 billion in their endowment. I would think it fair that they take a good, reasonable amount and put it in a victims' compensation fund. There's got to be something set up for these other people that have endured. I mean, come on. As a parent, what price would you put on your kid going in and getting molested by that animal? You know, I don't think we could put a price on that. But you know, there's, I hate to just say there's got to be something. And furthermore, you know, whatever that fund is should not be at the expense of students' tuitions. It shouldn't be. You know, take it out of that endowment fund. Seize assets of these animals that perpetrated these crimes. There's got to be a better way to do it. You don't go in there, you don't make students pay higher tuition that had no involvement in the scandal. So, you know, I'm just trying to look at it. I'm not a Penn State fan. I'm a K-State fan. I'm just looking at this from a standpoint of the punishment is they're punishing people that had nothing to do with it. You know, and this happens just far too much because people react to a situation thinking, well, geez, we got to do something. Even if it's the wrong thing, we got to look like we're doing something. Well, sometimes it's better to do nothing than it is to do the wrong thing. And I think what's going on now is the wrong thing. I'd like to see Penn State, you know, the dean step up and say, you know what, a lot of people here had nothing to do with it, but this, you know, we made out all right for the last 10 years while this happened. We feel horrible about it. You know, we're going to take whatever, $50 million, $100 million. We want to set up a victims compensation fund, but we are requesting that the NCAA not punish the students, not punish the administration that had nothing to do with it, and let us help the victims, and let's not punish you know, those who had nothing to do with it. I think that would be a better approach. You know, I think $100 million is a good number. It certainly gets someone's attention. It doesn't exactly bankrupt the school, so they go from $1.8 billion to $1.7 billion. You know, I don't think that's going to kill them, but it would certainly help provide for any of the hardship that you know, Sandusky and Paterno and these other you know, just criminals, these animals, just allowed to happen on their watch. So anything else as far as tearing down a statue, I could care less. I think that should be up to the school administration. I think it's kind of stupid about erasing the, you know, Joe Paterno's wins. You know, no matter what you do, there'll always be that asterisk. You know, they know he won those games. Him winning those games had nothing to do with Sandusky molesting kids on campus. Just Joe Paterno being exposed now for the just turning a blind eye to things. I mean, that man could have done something with the power and the clout that he had at that university. He could have gotten something done. But anyway, just something for you guys to think about. I appreciate you watching this video. And you might check out some of my other ones. I don't know. They're all right. I just got a lot of stuff to say, so I figured I might as well say it. All right, thanks for watching.